Hey, what's going on YouTube? The topic of this video is going to be strippers and strip clubs and stuff. Okay, now there's two things that inspired this video, and that was like me and the guys at work, we were talking about strippers and they was asking little serious little questions or whatever, but I had already touched on that stuff in another video. But what added a new aspect to it was the show Black Men Revealed, and they had this comedian on there, a doctor, the two hosts, and Pimp and Ken, and they asked the question, why do men go to strip clubs? Now, in my opinion, I think men go to strip clubs because men just like the idea of having a choice of a variety of nice looking women, naked women, grinding on them, you know what I mean? They have to pay for it, you know. Now, in my opinion, as far as me and strip clubs, I don't too much do strip clubs, because number one, I don't like being teased. Number two, I'd be damned if I pay a female to tease me, you know what I mean? I don't trick, you know what I mean? Tricking ain't in me, you know what I mean? And then tricking to be teased, that ain't me. Now, I've been to, saying that, I can't say that I've never been to a strip club. I've been to quite a few of them, because it wasn't because me going because I wanted to, you know, go to a strip club, get no dances. I was just hanging with my brother, you know what I mean? Because my brother, he's been a bouncer at quite a few strip clubs here in Atlanta. And, you know, I just go out there just to kick it with him or whatever, and then he'll tell me about a stripper or whatever, and then take me to get a lap dance from her, and that's how I would get lap dance. But anyway, one of the questions, but here was the thing, the other thing that they brought up on Black Men Revealed, and this is one thing that they all agreed on, and that's that most strippers hate men. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think strippers hate men? And if I got any strippers watching this, do y'all hate men? I mean, I could see that, you know what I mean? Because, you know, the strippers that I know, when they come to deal with men, they kind of have this distant attitude about them, you know what I mean? They kind of stay distant from you, you know what I mean? Even if they're there, they're kind of like, you know, it's like they don't want you to get that close to them. Now, going from there, this is just one thing that the guys at the job asked. They asked, they said, E, would you date a stripper? And I had to think about that one. I don't know if I would like just up and just date random strippers, because to me, and this may be a myth, but people don't really trust strippers, you know what I mean? Guys don't too much trust strippers. You know, whenever someone tells them a story about a stripper, they're like, oh, you better watch them strippers. You know, strippers are notorious for setting people up. You know what I mean? They set you up to get robbed. Which happens quite often. You know what I mean? It happens more than you think. So I guess that wouldn't be a myth. Now, I'm not saying that about all strippers, you know what I mean? But a lot of strippers are known for that, you know what I mean? And I guess for me to date a stripper, I have to like know her character, you know what I mean? I have to like really know her, you know what I mean? Other than that, I don't think I could like date a stripper. And what else did I want to say before I got out of here? Well, tell me this. And this is something that actually happened to me with a stripper, female that I know. Now y'all tell me if y'all thinking the same thing that I thought. Now, one night I get home from work. You know, like I used to do, I come home, sit my phone down, and I go use the computer. And what the hell was that? Something's outside. But anyway, I set my phone down and I go use the computer. I come back, my phone has like 2 missed calls from this one female. And I called her back to see what she wanted. Now she's a stripper, mind you. She's like, oh yeah, I was just in the neighborhood and I wanted to see how you was doing. Oh, okay, cool. I say, yeah, she has to lie home now. I say, yeah, I'm at home. But anyway, I'm finna start cleaning up the house, so I'll hit you back. I hang up the phone, I go to start cleaning up, right? So, I start hearing some noises outside. I go to the window, look out the window, I see her car is parked out front. So I go back in, because I was naked. That's what I do. When I get home, sometimes I walk around naked. So anyway, I go back in there and put on some shorts and a t-shirt. Come back out, open the door. She comes in. What were you doing? Why did you take so long to come to the door? I was like, basically he knocking. You know what I mean? So I just heard some noise, some bumping around is all. So she comes in, walks into my bedroom, looks around, making a little small talk in the process. Walks into my office. Still making a little small talk, looking around. Goes back to the living room. Now, and she's like, oh, well, I just came to see you. My friend's out in the car and blah blah blah. So I'm gonna go ahead and bounce. And she leaves. And to me, something just didn't sit right about it. And so I ran across a few of my homeboys. They was like, man, you better watch them strippers, man. Them strippers will set your ass up to get robbed. And to me, that's what it kind of seemed like. What do y'all think? I mean, so I brought it to her attention that, like, yo, what was you up to that night? You know what I mean? I just ended it like, well, we'll see. You know? And maybe I could have been wrong. Maybe not. What y'all think? What y'all think about strippers? Peace out, YouTube.